Welcome to the Rise Above show. Today, my guest is Randi Goodman. Hi, Randi.
Hey, thanks so
Yeah.
much for having me here.
Yeah. I want to just take a quick minute and thank our proud sponsors, 133 Approved Funding. They say yes when banks say no. And right now, in this time, it's helping businesses keep their doors open and keep people employed. So I just wanted to put that out. And I want to talk a little bit about Randi right now and share about her. So, Randi actually, and it's exciting, Randi is a real estate broker, but she's an 8-time international best selling author. She's a publisher and she's a conference and trade show producer. So, this is really exciting in what we have going on where so many events now are no longer physical, they're virtual. And so we really need to hear from Randi and what she has to say. So, again, welcome to the show, Randi.
Thank you so much, Patricia, and thank you for everything that you do for everybody out there providing information and sharing on Zoom. And it's been tough for a lot of people, and you're really providing a great platform and making an impact on others. So thank you.
Thank you for that. Yes, it is. My show started out as the focus on your future. And then I progressed to the Patricia Jo Grover show where we turn believers into achievers. And now I've you know, transformed into the Rise Above show with Patricia Jo Grover, where we rise above our challenges and turn believers into achievers. It is something that we've all had to do with our businesses, and it really, with what the content I provide and the guests that I have, it helps to encourage, educate, and empower people to move forward and really have some wins. So great to have you. And what I'm going to say here now, Randi, is also, I believe that curiosity is a huge factor when it comes to people being able to achieve their dreams and goals. And so here, I'm really curious because your curiosity has to be greater than your fears. But I'm curious, how did you go from real estate into the event production and all that stuff? So I got to get started with some questions. Why did you get into real estate? So this is really cool.
Yeah, so it actually happened the other way. I need to actually sell real estate, even though I had been bugged to do it for so long. It's probably why I resisted. But, all of a sudden, one friend said something to me a few years ago, and it was like, okay, now it's time. Now it's time to go and do it. And I started my classes, and my youngest son, I have four boys, my youngest son, who was 18 at the time, said, I want to get my license too. So we went to school together.
Oh, cool. So it's a
I was
family business. Yeah.
well, not really, but I was 18, he was 18. We went to school together. It was tons of fun. He's since decided not to carry on, but
Okay.
that's okay. He's in school for other things, and I love it. I absolutely love it, having fun with it. And that's how I got into real estate.
Oh, wow. So let me ask you a little. So how do you like to help people? I know you with what you do, you're giving them a platform to share and connect. Can you explain a little bit more?
Yeah, so I mean, I've always supported charity. I absolutely love to do that. Even from being a kid, I was supporting charity, and it was just natural. I just wanted to support in whatever way I could, and and then through my events, we're always supporting charities as well. So doing that, but I love the fact that I can be a conduit to provide a platform. So conferences, trade shows, events, they're, whether they're online or in person, are a huge platform for people to meet each other, to get to know a little bit about each other, to see whether they want to connect and learn a lot more about each
Right.
other. Those connections turn into friendships, they turn into long term business relationships, referrals, joint ventures. I mean, there's so many different things that can happen, just from having a place to connect. And the fact that I can do that gives me what I call mental income. So it makes me feel good to know that someone was able to connect or find what they needed in whatever capacity that is, and that I'm able to provide that platform for them, makes me feel really great that I was able to assist in some way in order to make that happen. So, some of my amazing relationships came from people that I met at events, and they weren't necessarily my events, other people's events. So you just never know who you're sitting beside or who you're going to meet, or, you just don't know. So talk to them.
Exactly. True, true, true. And I love what you said, Randy. You said about your mental income. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
That's, to me, that's when, you're not getting paid from something, but it means so much to you. It's priceless. So just, and again, with me, when I have when my show goes out and I have people contact me, oh, when somebody says, oh, I love that guest you had, that touched me, or, that made that aha moment click for me.
You're right.
Those things are that is that emotional payment, that mental payment. Oh, and I love it. So I connect with that so highly,
Thank you.
Randy. Oh,
Thank you.
that's great. So how did you get into publishing and helping almost 200 people become international best-selling authors? Because a lot of the viewers and listeners will be interested in this.
Well, I definitely have to credit my partner. I had a partner for a few years in the middle of my years of producing trade shows and conferences. So I had a partner for a few years, and he came to me at one.
Oh, how did you get into publishing and help almost 200 people become number one best-selling international authors?
No, thank you. Yes, it's so funny because you never know where life's going to lead you. I actually took math and science in school. I didn't like English topics at all. I did well in them only because I went out of my way to make sure I got help to, to get the grades that I wanted. Not my favorite topic. So writing a book was not on the list. So, in the years that I had, or that I'm still the trade shows and conferences, I had taken on a partner for a few of the years in the middle. And one of the things that he did is one of our first events, he came to me with this big plexiglass frame with a picture of the cover of our first book and said, "This is our next project." And I went, okay, this is like a yes person, okay, we'll make it happen, right? So we had no idea what it would become. There was no vision, there was no mission, there was nothing like that. It was just, okay, here's our next project, do it on the fly. And okay, and all of a sudden it turns out to be a series of 5 incredible books. Wow. And yeah, so now I've decided, so I'm since not with that partner anymore, we're very amicable, but I've since decided I took on a different partner, and I am going to continue on with the Empowering Women to Succeed series because I absolutely love it. It's already branded. It's, people love it. They love the concept, but we're adding in different types of the same book. So 1 is the same and then 3 kind of different ones. So very excited about that. But yeah, that's where it started. It was just like, here's an idea, let's go with it and see what happens. And this is what happened.
Fantastic. Fantastic. So can you tell me a little bit more about how you help them to become number one best-selling authors?
Yeah, so they do participate in a compilation. Sorry, 1 second. As all they have to do is share their story. That's all they have to do. We provide the editing, we provide the publishing, we provide all kinds of added bonuses. We share our marketing plan with them, and then collectively we work together to attempt to make it number one international best-selling. I never promised that because you can't promise such a thing, but obviously we've made them all so far. That's our intent. And so they purchase a chapter in the book. And
so it's a they purchase a chapter in the book. It's not their own book, right?
Correct. It's a collective. Yeah, a compilation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And then they get to benefit from everybody else's network.
Wonderful, wonderful. That's exciting. For our viewers and listeners, here's someone to go to if you are looking to do that. As I am with I'm doing the same thing, but this is going to be my first. This is going to be my first coming up because I have the Rise Above show, Rise Above. I have the Rise Above Summit that is out in April, and then after that, we're having the Rise Above anthology book series where because the guests that I have, again, they're sharing their stories and how they've rised above their own challenges and now help other people to be able to do that. Now it going from the conference, the summit, stage to into book series that people find ways that work better for them. Sometimes having it in the text version rather than hearing it or watching it on like a screen like this, it helps people to be able to move forward towards achieving their dreams and goals. So that's what I'm doing for folks. Wonderful. Well, so let me get more questions for you. So exciting. Because you're so
congratulations.
Thank you. But you're so well-rounded with all different aspects of this stuff. So I want to know now, how did you get into producing conferences?
That's a fun one. So after I separated, it was like, what am I going to do? I started networking and going out there and seeing what's possible because I had no clue what I wanted to do. And I actually fell upon somebody who was doing these tiny little trade shows. And I loved it. It was like, okay, I love this. This is awesome. So a friend of mine and I got together and started doing a few of our own. And then I met a lady who we really hit it off and decided we're going to do the first Toronto Women's Expo. So we did, loved it so much. Unfortunately, she had personal things that she couldn't continue, but we're still really good friends and she supports what I do and vice versa. But I carried on. I said, are you okay if I incorporate this? I want to keep going. And she's like, yeah, go for it. So here I am, years later. We were supposed to celebrate our 10th last March, but got shut down 10 days before because of COVID. So we're still waiting for the live event.
Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. Again, for our viewers and listeners, you hear the struggles that she's, everybody has gone through, just shifts and pivots that we've had to do with our own businesses. But taking those steps and being proactive rather than reactive is a way to be able to help move your business forward. Get ready for when the doors open up again, when the boundaries and countries and everything else open up again. Oh, wonderful. That's exciting. So what projects do you have on your planking on right now?
Oh, so much. So I'm a real estate broker, so I absolutely love helping people with their real estate needs. And I also, because, something I've thought about for years where I wanted to have a Toronto Women's Expo membership program. Ooh. And I was so busy over the years that I didn't have time to do it. And I was not going to do it by myself. It's just too much.
Right.
So last summer, I thought, you know what, now's the time to do this, to start getting started. So we're actually offering it for free right now until May. And people can, if you took a live event and you converted it into an online platform, think about it that way. So you can get exposure, you can teach courses, you can have modules in the library, you can, there's just so much information to be shared. You get feature weeks, do live training sessions. So love that. We're in the process of building it up, but we felt like while we're building it up, let's offer it for free so that people can come on board, share their info, and build the base. And then we'll decide when we're going to start charging. And so that's an amazing project that we started. And then, of course, brought on 4 new books for empowering women to succeed that people can participate in. Thank you. So you have your legacy, which is personal professional growth. Wealth creation for those who want to teach wealth in their industry. We have one dedicated to artists, performers, and musicians called Showtime. And then we're doing an oversized coffee table book called Leaders with Impact full color, fully designed, really gorgeous. You know, one of those big boxes you're proud to put on your coffee table. So very exciting, and looking forward to publishing those this year.
Oh, that is so exciting, Randi. Oh my goodness. So, let me ask a few more questions about these. Since you're coming out of Canada, does this also, is it available to Americans or people from other countries?
Worldwide. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So for our viewers and listeners who are interested in participating in any one of Randi's books that she has coming out, or the events that she has ongoing right now, or in the works of happening, reach out to her, because I'm sure that she is there to be able to help you become as successful as you can, because it's a win-win situation here. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So now, Randi, let me know. I mean, that's a lot of information and a lot of things you have available for people. But now, do you have any free gifts for our viewers or listeners? You've given so much with what you have, available for them to take advantage of. But do you have anything else that you want to share?
Absolutely, I do. I do. So if you go to randigoodman.com, Randi spelled with the I right there.
Okay.
Go to randigoodman.com, and you will see on the top menu free download. Click there. You'll get a copy of The Secret to Wealth, where I wrote in a book with Brian Tracy, and I am teaching about how to. It's a how-to book. It's mostly about real estate investing and making money. I teach about the 7 proven marketing strategies.
So wonderful. Thank you so much for that, Randi. And for anyone who would like to find out more about me, you can go to patriciajogrover.com. And I have gifts. If you text the word GOAL, GOAL, to 26786, you'll have things come right to your inbox from there. So again, I want to thank 133 Approved Funding. And we'll see you next time. And thanks again for being with me, Randi.
Thank you so much, Patricia.
There we have this little video, and bye for now.